So,
this is how this night started, which was full of fucking dumbass.
If you don't know what we're talking about,
no.
James tweeted out a picture of a bear the other day and said that I almost got us killed.
Yes.
To which I said that I saved our lives. And this is, if you didn't know what the story to
The
this
story
is
is now being put out here. So
The official story.
This is the first.
we'll let people decide on what happened here, whether or not you saved me. Anyway, the night starts with Alex wanting to get food.
From Village Inn.
No. For this odd reason, he has a craving. He has a Mexican food craving. He wants Mexican food. He says, got any Mexican restaurants around here? I'm like, well, I don't know.
Plain 470, there's a good one.
We go down the street, and immediately to our left, there is a restaurant simply called Mexican Restaurant. So he's like, oh, well, there we go. So we go in there. It actually did have an official name when we actually got there.
What was the name?
I don't even remember.
Like
The three boroughs?
Yes.
The one down, yeah.
We went in there. We got our food, and it was absolutely garbage. Absolutely terrible all around. My watery ass beans almost leaked off of the fucking plate before even getting to me. The rice tasted like pure smoke. And I couldn't tell if there was a taco on my plate or not, because I don't think there was, underneath all of the water and bullshit.
Yeah.
The taco was supposed to be a hard taco. It was soggy.
Oh, no. And it reminds me of one time I got served Italian pizza, and it was like fucking dripping with grease. Like, it just poured off of it.
It was terrible. The only thing that was good there was the horchata stuff.
Love horchata.
Which was the only good thing that was there, except Alex's, his dish was completely... He didn't get horchata, so it was just...
So it was a complete loss for him.
No, you know what he did? This was funny, though. He fucking goes to a Mexican restaurant, has a craving for Mexican food, and he gets French fries. And a quesadilla.
Why was going to Taco Bell, you dumbass?
Chili's.
He says, the funny thing is,
You know what? No.
I said that.
In my defense, I really like the tortilla chips with like the sauce that they give you at the beginning.
The salsa?
Yeah.
Also extremely watery.
I really like those. That was the only good part about it.
But the funny thing is, I did say, why didn't we just go to Taco Bell? He says, and I quote, it's just not the same.
You're right, Alex.
They don't have French fries in Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
God forbid that usually next to Taco Bell is like a McDonald's or a Wendy's or anything where you can just get fries, but fuck that.
As soon as I finished that food, I had to run to the bathroom.
He went to their bathroom and spent like 10 minutes in their bathroom.
No, I bet that happens a lot there.
He bombed the shit out of their bathroom. That was so bad. It was never go there ever again. So we came back to the house, and I was getting out of the car. And when I was getting out of the car, I was asking Alex about like recording something. I was like, are you gonna be recording anything or something like that? And he said like he was gonna be streaming that night. And so I was like, okay. And I shut the door and I start walking out in front of the garage. And before I get to cut the corner like at the garage, a bear cuts the corner in front of me and is literally like 4 inches away from me. To my credit, I did not panic. Right? I did not panic. I simply backed up and got the fuck back in the car.
That's not the story I heard, though.
Did I not? I backed up and got right back into the car.
That's not the story that
I
I heard.
specifically said,
What the fuck? Is that a fucking bear?
to which I look over in my window, and there indeed is a bear looking into my fucking car and looking at James.
Wait, does he say that when he's out there? Or
Yes, when he's out
in?
there,
Oh,
he says that, and then he got back in.
The bear looking in just sees 2 like pots of honey on your heads.
I guess.
The bear's looking in, and yes, I do say that. I admit that. I say, what the fuck is that? Is that a fucking bear? And he says, oh shit, dude, that is a bear. So then the bear, we sit there and we watch the fucking bear. The bear goes in front of us and just starts going down like into someone else's yard. Oh, no. Before, it went around the corner. It went around the corner to the back of the fucking house. So then we were like, where the fuck did the bear go? Like, because we were still like, did we seriously just see a fucking bear in front of the house? So then we were like in the loop over there. And he was just shining the headlights and seeing if we could find it. But we couldn't find it. So then we like pulled out and went down the street. And there it was again. It was down in someone else's fucking lawn. And so like, he was like, I don't know what the purpose of it was, why we followed the bear. Because we followed the bear for a good bit. We just wanted to watch and observe what it was doing. And
what the fuck it was doing?
It was just kind of like, it was trash night. So it might have just been looking around like, do trash or something. I don't know. But it was literally going in front of everybody's yard, like in front of everybody's houses and just casually walking down the street. So then we hit a point where Alex sees some civilians down at the end of the street. And he sees that they're just now getting out of their car. The bear is about 2 houses down, 2 or 3 houses down. So Alex, being the good man that he is, what did you do?
I took action in a time of need.
Did you drive up to them and tell them there's a bear coming?
Absolutely.
There's a bear coming, guys. You got to get out of here. Get out.
Not get the reaction I thought I would get from a hero such as myself.
What did they do?
He goes, yeah, excuse me, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a bear out. It's coming this way. It's like 2 or 3 houses down. You might want to, get inside or whatever. And their reaction was like the dad was just kind of like, oh yeah, really? Oh wow, thanks for telling us. Yeah, yeah. we start to drive off a little bit, like up the road a little bit.
Yeah.
You look back, and the dad's sitting there like, looking down the fucking street for the bear. He's just like, where is it? Where is it? He doesn't go inside. He doesn't go inside. He just stands out on the fucking front lawn and waits for it. Then
Guy never see from again.
And you stopped an old lady as well.
Who was on her front porch reading.
Yes.
I figured she'd have a very bad night if a bear decided to go on her lawn.
Oh, a bear!
That makes sense.
So she went inside after you said that.
Yeah.
Also, there wasn't really a panic to anything that she did. She just got up. Oh, okay, thank you. And went
yeah, bear. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna go let the dogs in. Okay, bye.
I heard her dogs barking
Yes.
too, so that bear definitely crossed in her backyard.
Probably. Yeah.
So
Everybody here in Colorado are so fearless.
Anyway,
Like if
we
bear
stalked
happens,
the bear.
it's
We
fucked
stalked
up.
the bear for a good 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, all the way down to the main street for the most part. It wasn't really the main street, but it was close to one of those high horse community entrances in which there is a fence. Not only a fence, but it was like a chain in between each fence thing.
Yeah.
So it was like, pretty secure fence. The bear climbed over it, didn't give a shit, kept going into the community, and from that point on, we said, goodbye, bear. It was a good time. We cannot get in there because the gates are closed, or else we would follow you some more.
the sad thing is you didn't record any of this.
I took pictures. That's the only thing I could.
Oh.
We didn't have anything to record, and it was pitch black. It was dark.
So
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the very crucial part, the best part, maybe. While Alex is talking to the gentleman, telling him that the bear is coming about 2 or 3 houses down, Alex says, you should call Jordan. You should call Jordan and see if there's a number or something that we should call. We need to see if there's anything we need to do about this. Because Alex is hell-bent on saving the world right now.
it seems
So
like it.
he needs to save the
Warning
world.
the entire neighborhood.
It is-
Bear alert! Bear alert!
I was a hero that you didn't deserve.
It was his responsibility.
Definitely needed.
His responsibility.
He was a
I
responsible
saved a
citizen.
lot of lives that night. I hope you realize that.
You were an amazing citizen.
He had to make sure.
I saved your life because I didn't drive off.
Yeah, he didn't.
I saved a family and I saved an old lady. Like, I don't know if I'm not getting into heaven with those 3 cards
Listen-
right there.
Well, to be honest, though, why would you save the old lady if, like, I mean, it's an old lady?
Because it's an
She's
old
on
lady.
her way out.
I mean, how is that a way to go out? Like, oh, I've lived for 80 years, I'm gonna die to a bear. Like,
Yeah.
what
That's
is
true,
that?
that
That's
kinda
a
When it
dumb
could
way
have
to
easily
die.
been prevented
What
by
if
Alex.
she killed the
Yeah.
bear in the process? Like, they both died.
That would have been cool.
That's pretty cool. That's cool. I guess, yeah, but
That's
She'll be in Valhalla.
I just don't see that.
That's
that
Valhalla.
Once
right.
more
Should be
into the
purgatory.
fray.
What is that?
until
What
further
is
view.
Valhalla?
Depends on what the bear was
What is
like.
Valhalla?
You know what Valhalla is?
No. Does anybody here know what Valhalla is?
It's like heaven.
Huh?
It's just an
It's the
afterlife.
Nordic heaven where the halls of Valhalla is where like the warriors that die bravely
Oh.
Did you-
Wow.
Did you ever
Here
play?
we have
Did you ever
Thor,
play Halo 3?
Hercules. Oh,
go. Yeah,
yeah.
Valhalla, the map. Anyway,
Yes, as I was saying. So Alex tells me, quick call Jordan. We need to see if there's a number or something that we need to do specifically about this bear because he doesn't want to let it keep roaming around and potentially hurting / killing people. Which I don't know if it did any of, but by all means,
Probably
Never
did.
know.
you never know. So I call Jordan. Jordan picks up the phone. What do you want?
my usual
Jordan!
response to him.
Jordan, we found a bear. Jordan, we're running after a bear right now. We found a bear. He's like, you what? You found a bear? Yeah, Jordan, we found a bear. What do we do with this? Like, what do we do? Do we call somebody or something like that? He says, leave it alone, you dumbs. They won't tranquilize it unless it's interrupting something or doing something. Then he says, I am busy. I have to go. Click.
Now that wasn't exactly accurate. It was very close. but I
I'm
think
glad our lives were not priority.
I
yet.
warned
Lives.
both of you that the only way a black bear is going to be dangerous is if one, well, there's 2 ways. If it has cubs, it's going to be dangerous, and if it is pinned somewhere where, aka you guys fall into a dead end and you keep it in between 2 things, it gets scared and then it attacks you. Otherwise, black bears are harmless.
How'd you know it was a black bear?
Because there are no grizzly bears here
Hey, you never
in
know.
Colorado.
They got zoos here.
Yeah.
Escape zoo bear.
Yeah, that's true. You did not think
The
about
fact
I'd like
and
to
the
see
matter
a
is,
grizzly bear come all the
They-
way from either the
they-
Denver
they
Zoo or
put-
the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo all the way up here.
I read it recently. They put down a bear recently
Why?
in Boulder. They euthanized it because it was near a elementary school. And it had been through that area once before because it was
So they
tracked.
killed a poor bear.
This
killed
was
the
the
poor-
this was the
This
thought
bear that was out here had a track on it.
Yeah, a tracker. You were
So-
saying he said
So
it
it
had
wasn't
something on
scared
its
of
ear.
being out here, seeing as how it was tracked once
Wait, it had a
before.
tracker?
Yeah,
They
put
usually
it-
tag them.
they
They
put a
put
tag
something
on
in their ear
Oh.
to like track.
the thought of the boulder bear is what drove Alex to action that day.
might have. Either way, at the end of the day, when me and Alex are faced with a bear, Jordan gives 0 shits, says we are dumbs, says to ignore the bear, then proceeds to hang up and say that he is busy, and then hang up.
You know, I
That
don't
sounds
know
like
where
a
you'd
great
be
boss.
if I wasn't there. Had I pulled away, you would have come face to face with bears.
I
or a
was
bear.
face to face with the bear. You were still in the car. You
Right.
didn't come out
Had
to
I
help
pulled
me.
away,
So are you saying like right at this like where
Yes,
the thing?
I was outside the
that's
car.
pretty-
He
that's-
was still in the
you
car.
didn't tell me that part. That's pretty pretty brave of you.
He
James.
probably would have just fucking. He probably just drove off without me. He
I would've done
fucked
that.
up.
had I not been there, you would have been bear meat. No,
Alex
James, you would have.
supposedly claims that if I did not have this conversation about recording to him, I would have died.
He would have died.
I believe you would have. Or no.
Yeah,
I'm
what if
talking
you
to
had-
Beck about this?
So that's
What
where
if you
saved your
What
life.
if you had made the corner before the bear came around?
That's
the
what he's
corner?
saying. If I didn't do the
Yeah.
conversation with him, then I would have cut the corner first, and
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
died.
I mean, that bear. You would have been
No,
right in
but-
front of that fucking bear.
But Kutra, me and Beck were talking about this whole scenario, and Beck said, knowing James, he would have shouted and screamed so loud that he would have probably scared off the bear.
But I
The bear
didn't.
is scared
But
of
I
humans.
didn't. I didn't, and he can attest to that. I did not scream. I said, "What the
No,
fuck?"
but if he didn't stop you to ask you that,
He didn't stop me though. I stopped him. I talked to him.
So you saved your own life.
I saved my own life technically, because I mean, I talked to him about
If I
it.
wasn't,
James
if
is
I
the
wasn't there,
hero.
you would
It's
have not
only
talked to anyone.
if he would have blew me off in the conversation and said, "Fuck you, I don't want to talk to you," then I would have
But I
proceeded
didn't,
in.
because that day
He
I
hed
knew
the conversation.
I had a purpose.
So maybe that
I had to
amounts
save a
something.
life. And that's all that
Hard
really
to
matters.
say for life,
Oh.
and
I
you
never
had him,
knew.
too.
I
Had
never
him,
knew.
too.
Either way, they didn't
Chill,
film it.
dude,
There's no
dude.
profit in that. There's just a story.
There's a picture and a story.
Picture and a story.
Picture and a
that's all.
story.
No profit.
That's worth 1,000 words.
Pictures of words.
So let me see if maybe I have a video here or something.
I don't think you did a video.
I tried to do a video, but again, I was driving and it was night, so it was kind of.
You
I
can barely see
I
it
thought you were about to
anyway.
say, and then again, I was drunk.
I think you do more damage than the bear at that point if you're trying to
Yeah,
like slam into people's mailboxes. Yeah. Stupid black bear jerks.
Huh.
One day we will meet him again.
Probably will.
In
Now,
the
if you
gates of
meet them-
Valhalla.
If it would have been that mountain lion, then you would have had something to worry about, and you probably would have been screwed if you were that close to him.